It might as well be the year of the dragon. Every uprising has its signature siege, and in Hong Kong it's around the Polytechnic University. After 5 days of becoming part fortress, part arsenal, part medieval role play, the authorities decided it was time to break that siege and show Beijing that they can still run this city. But dislodging hundreds of hard-bitten protesters isn't easy, especially when many people are on their side. These cars created a traffic jam to block the police vehicles from getting close to the campus. The response? A volley of tear gas. This morning, the zebra crossings had been cleared. The special forces were parading their less lethal weapons, in part to make sure that the more lethal kind used by Chinese soldiers in these barracks would never have to be used. But while the rest of Hong Kong was trying to have a Monday morning, the siege continued. In a campus sealed by the police, surrounded by rumours. We managed to find our way back in to see what was really happening inside.
I mean, this is a war zone. It's supposed to be a university.
But we had no idea how many protesters were left inside and in what condition.
Okay, let's see what it looks like in there. Bloody hell. This is the university courtyard, one of the many. And look at it now.
It looked like the aftermath of the student party from hell, except all the bottles here were filled with petrol, a makeshift science lab of Molotov cocktails. We thought the place was deserted. We were wrong.
How many people are left?
I'm not sure about it.
You okay?
Yeah, okay.
You're tired?
I'm tired.
A campus full of wandering lost souls with 1,000-yard stares. A fortress that now felt like a prison, where just about everyone was trying to work out how to escape and not get arrested.
So wherever we've gone, we've come across protesters desperate to get out, to avoid the police roadblocks, not to get arrested. And they've all been taking off their black clothes here, trying to find normal civvies to make a run for it.
Next problem, what to tell their parents.
Do your parents know that you're here?
No.
They don't? They must be worried sick for you.
I just told them I come to the campus and there is a project still need to do. Though they know
You said to them that you were coming here to finish a project?
Yes, that's true.
You're tired?
I'm tired, I'm afraid, and nervous.
Hang on a second.
Okay, no.
Are you tired?
I'm tired. Yeah, but sorry, my mom doesn't know I'm here, so.
Your mum doesn't know you're here? We won't tell her, I promise you.
Many of them fear their mothers more than they fear the police, and all of them seem to be exhausted. But some had no intention of leaving.
You can come here, but it's dangerous. Be careful. Take care, man.
So you can see the police there at the end of the other footbridge, and these are the protesters here with their Molotov cocktails. This is the front line in the last remnants of the battle for the University Polytechnic. And what's extraordinary to me is that they still haven't given up. They've still got their Molotov cocktails lined up. Quite astonishing.
In the Confucius Institute, now their command center, they were monitoring the police activity outside. But no need for the screens. The police came to them.
Let's get out of here. Come on.
At that moment, the protesters had the same idea. It looked at first like mass surrender.
So this is the result of all those huddles that we witnessed earlier. They've decided clearly to leave the campus, to leave this prison of their own making, and to file out straight into the police's arms and to certain arrest with serious consequences. Each one of them could face as many as 10 years in jail.
Which explains why this morphed quickly into something more chaotic and desperate. Who has the gear and the guts to tough it out, he bellowed. Not so many, it seems.
Just when we thought this was all over and they were going to hand themselves to the police, what they've actually decided to do is stage a mass breakout with distraction. So some of them are still carrying their Molotov cocktails. We saw a guy with bow and arrows. They simply don't want to give up.
Tear gas rained down, and now it was every man for himself, with the odd exception of battlefield romance. The protesters' mantra was "be like water," mercurial, liquid, impossible to pin down. The reality was different. The mass breakout failed. They took shelter back inside their campus turned prison for another round of despair. Their ideas of democracy and bravado colliding with an accumulation of harsh realities.
Just be careful, okay?
As we prepared to leave, a medical team arrived, expecting more casualties. It's hard to imagine how this university, which had just completed parts of a brand new campus, can be fit for original purpose once again. Much like Hong Kong itself, exhausted, divided, and with China still watching its every move.